Hey David, this is Daniel from Josh and Danny SEO. So we're going to take a quick look over here. We're going to see what's going on, see if there's anything we can help with, and then, kind of go from there. So right off the bat, you have your email, which is good. You have your number, perfect. It's not a click to call, so you lose 10 points. This is though, so this should also be news. Okay, I don't understand news, but that's fine. Services, you definitely want this to be a drop-down menu so people can see. Painting job, frequently asked questions, fine. Gallery, contact us about us, that's fine. Nothing is wrong with this. If you have multiple locations you service, you definitely want to kind of look into that. About us, services, interior, exterior decks, painting services. So there's a lot over here because there's a lot that goes into interior and exterior painting, right? There's drywall repair, popcorn ceiling removal, um, you know, cabinet painting. So there's so much that you can offer, and you probably do offer. You just haven't exactly seen it. Now, obviously, professional driveway cleaning, that's probably going to be um, pressure washing. All of these, I understand, are jobs, but they should be services that you offer as well to people. And then we're done. So there's not a lot of content on here. So it's going to be very difficult to rank for anything if you're not, it's like a match game, right? You split the deck and you're playing Go Fish. But if you don't have any matches in your hand, then how's anyone gonna find you? That's the problem. And we're gonna go through that in a second. So just off the bat, a UR rating. By the way, I'm looking behind the curtain here. This is a tool I use called Ahrefs. It lets me know how things are kind of looking as far as how Google takes an eye on you. So a UR rating is how strong your website is. It's a 13, and a DR rating is a 3.7. Now you want these in the 30s and 40s ratio of 1 to 1. And the way you get these up is with backlinks. Now a backlink is where you have your website link, right? Archagas Painting, LLC.com, and you have that link somewhere else where somebody can click on it, and a referring domain is when it returns back to you. Now you do have 53 and 23 referring domains. That's not a lot, especially when you consider that of those 23, only 10 of them are actually doing anything. So not all backlinks, by the way, are created equal. Some are more spammy than others, like BuzzFeed, Wikipedia, things like that. So you want to make sure you're getting good ones, like painters blogs. Now here's something interesting I saw. You only have one organic keyword. So I don't care how high your ranking is. If you're not ranking for any keywords, what's the point? So I'm going to show you two things because you are paying for an ad because you have a PPC, pay per click, stuff like that. So these are paid keywords. So I'm going to show you what you're paying, what keyword you're paying for, and if you're not, take a look into it. But the one organic keyword you have is Chagas painting. Now, not a great keyword to have unless it's a returning customer, because you don't want to go out searching for your clients. You want your clients to search for you. And I'm going to explain a little bit more of that in a second. And this is the paid keyword you're using, right? That Paint Kings, Tucson, Arizona. So the URL is for you, and it does come back to you when people click on it. But I don't know if that's where you really want to, uh, you know, get your clients from. But anyway, let me show you what a good keyword is. Painter, Seattle, Washington. I don't know if this is an area you work in, if it's near, but I'm just going to give you an idea, right? So this accomplishes two things. It lets me know that somebody's looking for a painter in Seattle, Washington, right? So when I'm searching for for a restaurant, I'm going to type in, very specific details, right? I'm looking for a Brazilian steakhouse in my area, which is going to be, I don't know, the Spring, Texas, for example. So I'm going to make sure I have that there, which will accomplish two things. It means that I will find a steakhouse in my search results that's in my area. But that's what that does. By the way, this is also a very how you create good Google ads, right? It fits these two criteria of location and service. Well, you got your Google guaranteed. You have your GMB. Very important to get in your to get into the GMB because about 30 to 40% of all people who go to Google will click on one of these three guys. So you definitely want to make sure you have that. After that, though, you have your organic search. Anyone can rank here as long as you know what you're doing and you have a decent website. But it's all in association with the keywords. So as long as you have the right keywords in place and you're ranking for them, you will come up on the first page. But Yelp is number one, Angie's number two, and then Sound Painting Solutions is number three. I'm going to be very upfront. They are a monster of a contender and competitor. They have Seattle, Washington locked down. It's going to be a little bit difficult to beat them, but we can. So they have the About Us drop-down menu, services. See how they have a drop-down menu with multiple different things they offer. Get a quote, careers, blog. Now they are bilingual, so they might get a little bit more service as well from that. But as we scroll down, they talk about the services they're offering. It's kind of cute, and that's great. Our difference license, pride and high quality work locally owned and operated. If you like locally owned. So far doing really well. Not a lot of content, but obviously there's enough content on here that they are doing well. Their back end is, see, they're they don't have a lot of content, but they do have enough that it can tip the scales in their favor. So let me show you kind of what's going on over here. So they have a UR and DR rating of 33 and 25. So they're doing pretty good. They're getting high up there. They have about 1,500 different backlinks with 373 referring, and of those 373, 289 actually work, which is doing really good for them. Now they do have about 3,600 different keywords, and they're bringing in about 2,400 different people through their website. But let me show you exactly what those keywords look like, because this is very important. Everything is based on what people type into Google. So if I go in and type painting company Seattle, 300 other people a month searched for that as well. And he is getting to his website 118 of them. And because he's in position number 2. Positioning is super important. If you're in spot number 1, 2, and 3 on Google, you will get close to 10 to 20% of all search volume that there is. So as you can see, a lot of these, Seattle Painting Contractors, House Painting Seattle, Painting Companies Seattle, you don't want something like this, priming wood before painting, because anyone in the world can type that in. You want stuff that are location and service specific. So as you can see, he's pulling in a huge amount of search volume because he is putting in the right keywords onto his website. They have great volume. They have, obviously there's an amazing amount of traffic coming to him, but all of that is attributed to his position on Google. Once you hit, here I'll show you. Once you hit position number 2, or page number 2, you don't get as much. And I'm actually very impressed to say that on his, I wouldn't rank for something like that, but let's see. This is page number 2. I wouldn't search for anything like this. But anyway, you have you get the idea. You want the right keywords on your homepage, on your pages, so that you can rank for them. So how does this kind of help you out? You have some backlinks and referring domains, but if you're looking to, start ranking and using your website to get more traffic, to get more people through here, you're going to want to start increasing on your organic keywords, which means you're going to want to increase your, what do you call them? Oh God, my brain stopped working. Your content. You need more content on your website, which will then allow you to put in more keywords so people can find you a lot more, because you'll rank for those keywords. Then obviously the last thing you got to do is backlinks and referring domains. You got to add some of those. Great news is, go to SoundPaint. The guys we just looked at, we know what they have in the back end works really well. So we can take a look at them, find out what's working, and kind of implement it for you too. Then get an additional 30 or 40 on top and see what we can do for you. But imagine if you can bring in 50 to 100 people through your website alone. Right now it's 0. Just imagine if there was 50. Well, that's all I got for you. If you do have any questions, let me know. Other than that, you have an amazing day.